Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with live sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at grooveasia.cn.
Well, hello folks, welcome from Nick Lakhani. I am VP of Tech at Groove Asia. I'm very happy to see you today. Just give me a thumbs up in the chat or a hashtag live that you can actually see or hear me. That will be really helpful. Thank you so much. Now, one of the things that we want to look at today is an issue that I had at some time, where as a coach or a consultant, it's so easy to have conversations, isn't it? It's so easy to meet somebody and talk to them at an event or in the elevator or wherever. And part of your role in terms of your marketing is to talk to people. That's part of your PR, right? Your marketing, part of your sales process even. So today I'm going to talk about the idea of moving conversations or free stuff to the real stuff, the paid stuff, right? So that's one thing. And a few ideas on how you too can actually go and make this happen for you. Often people are very embarrassed. Yeah. We're embarrassed to ask for things because we're being nice, the person we speak to are being nice, and we're having a conversation, aren't we? Right? So from that point of view, I think that we want to actually go and change a few things. I want to talk about how to change. It's not about taking control as such, but being setting expectations. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and check my video on here, and let's just okay, so I've been told that the audio is good. Brilliant. Great to see you again, as I said. Now, one of the things I want to do is to talk about a few, as I said, it's about being paid as a consultant. Let's look at it this way. Let's talk about being paid online. Okay, let's narrow it down a little bit more. First of all, there are a number of ways of being paid online, right? So for example, you have a course, you have some software, you have an app, you have something that you've got out there, you have you're selling batteries, you're selling things in your store, you're selling nice little containers that hold your earplugs and things like that. So you're selling stuff, and in order to, you know, we are conditioned in this internet world, in this human internet world, if we want something, oh, I like that, add it to the cart, pick up another few things, and then go and purchase. Give them your credit card. Your credit card may already be embedded with that particular platform, right? And that's great. That's brilliant. But how does this come in with consulting or coaching or mentoring? I know a lot of you actually do this kind of thing. One of the things that you can actually look at is similar to selling products and digital products. Things like, for example, GrooveSell. Fantastic. Checkout, you know, landing page, checkout, reporting, number of, you know, lot of benefits of that. Okay, I think that's really good way to go. And one of the things about the GrooveSell or the checkout idea is that it's simple and it's clear. Yes, it is. But you've got to go and move the person you're speaking to, your friend, your new friend and say, well, that's great, yes, and a lot of the time, consciously or unconsciously, people want to pump you for information. Let's not beat about the bush here. People want to pump you for information. And at some stage, you've got to go, hey, you know what will really help you? I've got a coaching program, or I've got a coaching program that you benefit from. I've got a package that, for example, you can call on me anytime to chat about this. And it's like a retainer. Or let's have a chat about a proper session, and I'll be able to make some notes, and we'll even record the session, and you can have access to the recordings. No problem. There's got to be a point whereby you sort of have to yourself draw that line, and you can do that in a number of ways. I mean, you may not know how to do it. You may not want to do it. You may not, we may be a little bit fearful of pushing somebody away. But look at it this way. At the moment, you're giving them free stuff, right? And free stuff is good, by the way. Part of your marketing strategy. That's great. Except that there has to be a line. So, for example, with Groove Asia, a lot of events take place, and we say, hey, it's totally free. Come on over. The only thing it costs you is your time. And so come on over, take part, benefit from this. And if, for example, the more you benefit from this, the more you're likely to go to our other events, our masterclasses or our mastermind, and then you're going to go and purchase one of those items or all of them. That's the idea. Well, you can do the same thing, but there comes a point whereby there has to be that line, and I want you to be firm with it. But you can actually say it in a nice professional way. That's brilliant. That's great. You can have a chat. Hey, I've got to run. Be really good to catch up with you again. By the way, if ever you want to have a chat, proper chat about this, then here's the way to do it. Here's the link. Just go to it, and you can book a slot in my schedule. Remember, a few weeks ago, I was doing appointments with Google and Calendly and TidyCal. Yeah, you can actually use those to even actually charge for your session. That's one way to do it. Very easy. It has its advantages. It's very quick, very simple, very easy. But then it's not a proper system, no proper reporting. It may not be a long-term solution, but short-term, I think, yes, definitely a place for it. In terms of other aspects of taking online payments, in order to build a relationship as a consultant, coach, and so on, perhaps for me, Stripe and PayPal itself might be good. But initially, you can actually sort of send an invoice from those, or create an embedded checkout on your website. There's a number of different things you can do. But again, there are advantages of using those, that there are big companies, etc. But then there are disadvantages as well. Things like there may be times when PayPal will not accept somebody's transaction, and they may or may not tell you why. There may be other reasons beyond that. And also, it's good to actually have 2 or 3 options, right? So there's a number of things in there, but I want you to think about the line that you want to draw, and that particular line, I want you to draw has to come from here. And so one of the ways in which you can do it is, for example, these are things that I've done in the past, okay? So, for example, if I have a chat with somebody, what I'm doing is I'm qualifying the lead, aren't I? I don't necessarily want to put a link out there on the internet where anybody can find it and then go and say, yeah, no problem, press a button, give them a credit card, but then cause me issues later on, right? I've got to go and qualify them, especially if I'm acting as a mentor. We need to know that we can get on. We need to know we can work together. And it's a two-way street, that, isn't it? Just because somebody decides that I'm the best person doesn't mean that I think that we are the best suited for this relationship. It's a two-way street. Therefore, one of the ways to do it is to use a GrooveSell checkout, but on a hidden landing page, on a landing page that isn't public or easy to find. And once you have a chat with somebody, you can just drop them a WhatsApp, an email, and say, hey, lovely speaking to you. I think we can do something with this. My best bet is to book the initial session. This is what we do. For example, for clients, I've set up things called an initial assessment. Hey, let's see where you are. Let's take some time. Let's get our heads together. And after that 60, 90 minutes, we'll both know what we know. And at that point, we can say, right, what's best to move forward? And what you're doing there is coming across as more of an expert because you've done it before. Okay? What you're doing is you're showing the professionalism, your experience, and also the fact that you are calm. You know, not rushing. Yeah. I want this transaction. I want this. You should be calm. They can be however they are, but you should be calm because you've got your system working for you. So, for example, these hidden landing pages, which then lead to checkouts and so on. One of the things that you can do is to actually, as I said, be visual, for example, setting expectations. So one of the things that you can do is to have an explainer process, either a video or a graphic on your website or a YouTube channel or somewhere accessible on your social media, and to say, hey, it's very simple to work with me. There are 5 simple steps, and here they are. Now, you can write them down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as text. Brilliant. But a lot of people don't do well with text, right? I'm one of those people. I'm very visual. I need to see nice colors. I need to see steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this, or a circle going around with the 5 steps as pies in the circle, right? In the slices of the pie, as it were. So there's a number of things that you can do with that, because you can actually go and again do a video. So not only are you being visual, but also you're speaking to people directly into their ear. So you're covering all the bases on how people communicate or receive communication. So set the expectations and say, hey, listen, everybody's entitled to a free consultation. 20 minutes, no hold barred. Let's get on a Zoom call and we'll do it. This is how to go to it. After that, these are the steps. You either go for the ad hoc sessions, or you go for this program or this program or this program. But the initial session, the free session, we will get there, we will discuss how to get there, and then move forward with that. Okay? So that's a great way to do it. Also, what it means is you're setting the expectation. You've got the tech set up behind the scenes with the landing pages or the method of payment, and you get paid now. Okay? Or, you could go, as I've done a number of times, sometimes leads go a little bit colder, and you could go 3 months chatting to somebody every now and again, but they're not ready to commit. Okay, no problem. It's no problem just texting somebody, looking at, oh yeah, how are you doing? Yeah, no problem. How's it going? How's the family? How's the holiday? How's the whatever? That's fine. That's part of your role. That's about being just a nice person, right? So it's very important to take that point when the person's ready. Sometimes I have to say to people, hey, whenever you're ready, come back to me. And it's no problem. Right, you're ready now? Okay, now here's what we're going to do. Let's have a chat. Okay, I think it's this. This is the situation. Click on this link, book the initial session, and then we'll go from there. Right? So that's a good way to do it. Now, also, one of the things I do, because I come from a consulting background, I mean, you may be different if you're a life coach or something like that, but I try to use the language rather than just, I mean, I mentioned just having a chat. Well, as a business person, I'm having a conversation. I'm having a conversation to qualify a lead. I'm having a conversation to nurture the relationship and so on. But really, all I'm doing is having a chat with somebody. Okay? There are times when, for example, somebody wants me to help them with a particular project. Then I start talking about the project. I start talking about the goals, the statement of work, you know, what's scope of work, what is to be done, what is not to be done, the deliverables, how they're to be delivered, when they're going to be delivered, the milestones. So I start talking a little bit more in that sort of language. And the expectation is, right, the next stage is a paid session where we go and hammer these things out so that we can actually have a solid, proper plan to then do the rest of the work. Okay? We can't just have a quick chat and expect that to be the basis upon which we're going to run a project. That doesn't make sense, because I haven't asked all the questions that I want to ask, and you haven't given me all the information that I need to make it the best scenario as an outcome on the other side. Therefore, start talking about these kind of this kind of language, and you then ease them into your process. And ultimately, that's the thing, isn't it? You have to have a process. You have to have a kind of like one of the programs I ran is the 5 M's. Okay, so I had 5 key stages of a coaching program, all starting with the letter M. You know, motivation, monetization, etc., etc. But all it was an easy thing for somebody to remember. And also, whenever somebody asks me, hey, you know, what is it you do? Well, I mostly help people with this coaching. You know, if somebody wants coaching from me, this is the 5 M's, and this is what I do, and this is how I do it. And I show them a graphic with 5 steps on it. But it's all those things I spoke about a few minutes ago, about setting expectations, being visual, communicating your ideas, showing them that yes, you can have this too. The next step is, and then there's the call to action. Now, in terms of, I'm talking about this from a point of view of you, the entrepreneur, the business owner. Let's look at it from the point of view of the potential client, or there may already be a client of yours, right? And that's more common as well, isn't it? Where you have an existing client, you've done some work with them, and then they just hitting you up and saying, "Hey Nick, how's it going? Hey, I was just wondering about," right? Now, if there are things that they were just wondering about, of course I'm going to take their call or their messages and what have you. And then there comes a point whereby they're getting into the territory of another offering that I have. And that's hard as well, isn't it? So it's similar. So just let's put ourselves into their shoes. One of the things, and you've seen this with people you've come across on the internet, right? One of the things that a lot of people feel is that, oh, it's free. Okay, great. Well, I'm all in. Oh, it's not free? Oh, it's $3, it's $300, it's $3,000. Well, the fact that I have to give anything, well, the other one's better for me, isn't it? The free one. And you have to then sort of look at where they're coming from in terms of, if everything free is good and everything paid is bad, then how are they going to react to you as a business owner saying, hey, the next bit is paid, or you can invest in it. I never use the P word, paid. I always say, hey, invest in yourself, invest in your project, invest in your company, invest in your kids, invest in your future. And so, but to a lot of people, it's like, you're asking me to pay, but Tony Robbins doesn't ask me to pay. Okay, go and see Tony. Okay, go and see Tony. Brilliant, right? There comes a time when they themselves, if they get caught up, the clients themselves, or potential clients themselves, if they get caught up in the free thing, they're not in the right place for you, because you can't help them, because all they're looking at is the cost of your service, not the value. Okay, and that's an old saying, isn't it? You know, the cost of everything but the value of nothing, right? It's very important, because not only are they looking at this first thing, at any given point, if they give you $3 or $300 or $3,000, they're always going to be comparing you to the money that they paid, not invested, the money that they paid. And also they'll talk about, they'll go through and compare you with Tony Robbins. Let's look at some comments on here. Let's have a look. Johan says, yes, I invested in Tidycal after your session, Nick. Oh, I wish I'd got an affiliate link. Just kidding. Great, Johan. Good to see you. And Johan's saying, yeah, let's be calm and set expectations. Great advice. Thank you for that. And Dr. Lisa is saying, yeah, this is a very important discussion for me. Okay, that's brilliant, Dr. Lisa. Thank you. Just tell me your views on what's going on here. Right. So put yourself in their shoes. First of all, a lot of people are like, I want free stuff, I want free stuff. And all they're doing is collecting free stuff, but they're not doing anything with it. Are they? The way you can help them is to say, stop. Breathe. I'm going to give you, for gratis, free, an overview of what I do. Here's my video, here's my webinar, here's my free session that you can attend and ask questions, for example. And then at the end of it, you say, look, you've got, hands up who's got this problem, or hands up, write in the chat, give me a number one, if you want to know more about AI, if you want to know more about mental well-being, if you want to know more about being present, whatever you're talking about, you get that engagement, you go through your webinar, you go through your video, you go through your event, because ultimately what you're showing is, you're here, you've got a problem, I think I've got a solution to that problem. Now, would that be of interest to you? And so therefore you're putting, so when they're ready to, they may come to your event and go, yeah, I've been chasing so many shiny things, but this sounds like the real deal. Okay? And let's, give it a go. And that's where the idea of giving, 30-day, no quibble money back guarantees and or things like that. It's like, all the downside, all the risk is on us. We think we can help you. Okay, so that way, it encourages people to come in and really believe in you, and that's where you can actually set yourself apart from everybody else, because what you're doing is you're talking directly to them, you're being authentic, you're speaking to them, you're communicating with them. But remember, you need to think about what they're thinking about. Another way by which, if you're talking to people, especially personally, you may have been introduced to somebody, somebody may have referred you and so on, and you're chatting away either on Zoom or on WhatsApp and so on. There comes a time whereby they're thinking, well, I can't keep doing this chit chat. Tell me what it is. Tell me what I need to do to move on. Or do you have something that can help me move on? If not, I'm going down the road. So they want you to be clear. They want you to actually give them a pathway to success to solve their problem. And they, you're afraid to ask. They're afraid to ask. Okay? So, yes, we're having a nice chat. We're talking about the sports and the music and the weather and all of these kind of stuff. But hey, what are we doing here? It's very important that you go 1, 2, 3, have the point by which you say, hey, you can continue coming to these free sessions, not a problem. Get the benefit of them, no problem. Now, if you really want to break through, if you really want to go and be to get the results that you want to get, you need to work with me directly. Okay? You need to work with me so that we hone your business plan, your marketing plan, whatever the coaching is. You go through and look at the benefits of this. Don't tell them about the plan itself. Tell them what they're going to get from it. Be benefit rich. That's the quickest way, not only to get paid or people investing in you, but also to do it now. And you've got to ask, and also, yeah, that's the last thing, isn't it? If you don't ask them, they're never going to do it. And then sometimes in our minds we go around saying, yeah, I really should do this, but I'm not sure and whatever. If you believe in yourself, which I hope you do, believe in yourself that you can help make a difference to this person, then just say, right, this is the situation, this is what we're going to do, and Johan's giving me the thumbs up, yes. Just go. I mean, ultimately, nobody benefits by conversation going, a circular conversation and the repetitive conversation. Nobody has time for that. Now, we're being nice and everything, supportive, everything, communicative, but there comes a point you say, hey Nick, how's it going? Did you manage to solve that problem that you're having? Did you manage to go and, if I've got a leaky roof and I'm going around trying to get the cheapest quote and trying to get the best deal and everything, but meanwhile it's raining. So the longer I wait, the more damage is causing to my house. So I've got to be quick, haven't I? But if, people are in that position, so make it simple for people. Make it simple and saying, hey, there's 3 easy steps. I want you to fill out this Google form. Let me know what what I'm dealing with here in your words. I'll send you a link. We'll have a chat, and the link will contain, guess what? The checkout. Okay, set the expectations. Boom, boom, boom. But until you take the initiative, until you believe in yourself, why is anybody going to pay you? Huh? Okay, so look, we've been going for a half an hour now. Please feel free to give me any questions and so on there. We've got a few people in the chat over here. And one of the things I wanted to mention was that there are a few things that are going on next week. And I'm going to share with you this particular link and share with you my screen. So let's bring that up. Next week is the 5-day challenges. You remember those. And let's try it again. Okay. It's going to be one of those days. I believe that the The internet may be causing us an issue. I'm going to double check over here. The internet may be... Oh, it says I'm live. I'm on there live. Okay, so maybe StreamYard is not very happy. Okay, so let's just go through. Okay. Brilliant. So let's just... Okay, so you can see the Groove Asia resources page on here. Let me make myself make it a little bit bigger. So for example, this link over here I've actually put onto the chat, grooveasia.cm/resource, singular resource. Check the calendar. Well, when you check the calendar and you go through, and this is the GLU right now going on, Thursday the 4th of July. And you can see that Karen and also Tyra, I've got sessions coming up over there. That's brilliant. Now, next week, we've got, again, GLUs, power hours, and so on, the usual things, coaching going on at 10 p.m. Eastern on Monday or 3 a.m. my time on Tuesday, as per this calendar. And also the coaching session. Now, the other thing, let me show you one thing. Look, 5-day challenge. 5-day challenge is now going to be next week. It's going to be on 4 days because I'm off on a Friday. And this is to do with blogs. And so we're going to have 4 action-packed sessions. And you can actually go sign up over here and you can actually look at that. That's going to be at midday Eastern time or 5 p.m. UK time. So if you work out your timings over there, and make sure that you come along to look at how to set up the blog, how to actually go and sort of start with writing articles and looking at things like keywords and a little bit of SEO and things like that as well as looking at a little bit more broader picture on blogs as well. Okay, so it's a very, very good basic guide onto having blogs. All right. Now, so that's the big thing going on next week. There are a few other things going on. That's what I want to share with you today. Let's wrap up with a couple of things that we're doing over here. So, for example, Johan's sharing with him, if you don't believe in your value, why should anybody? Yeah, you know, remember, we don't have a full, you know, if you run your business full time, nobody pays you unless somebody sees value. Nobody invests in you. Well, in theory, you know, in reality, they're investing in themselves, but they're doing it through you, and you've got something that will take them from where they are now to where they want to go. And if they believe you, and you believe it, there's a good chance that they may go and hit the button and invest. That's what we're looking at, isn't it? That's what we're trying to do. Let me know how it is. Go to the Facebook group, connect with me on through the Facebook group on there. So no problem at all. Thank you very much for being here today. And I just want to say we'll see you next week. We'll see you at the 5-day challenges, right? We'll see you next week. Take care for now. Have a brilliant 4th of July if you celebrate, and have a brilliant Thursday if you don't.
You gotta get into the groove.
Hi, this is Simon Leung with GrooveAsia.cm. Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with live sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at GrooveAsia.cm.